The difference between success and failure when you're manifesting, no matter what it is, it's the difference between the way that you're looking at it, the way that your perception is from spiritually looking at it or mentally looking at it. And when you're spiritually looking at things, you're not comparing it with other things. You're becoming it when you look at things spiritually. But if you look at things mentally, you're comparing it with other things in the simulation. But the key to this and being successful at what you're manifesting is looking at things spiritually, understanding that you're living in a simulation right now. And the difference between you actually manifesting whatever you want to come into your life is the difference here. And this is where the analytical mind comes in and where it's blocking a lot of your manifestations from coming to you. Because when you're looking at things mentally, like, oh my gosh, I want to have this beautiful house or this wonderful relationship, your mind mentally is now going back and saying, well, you can't do that because this person did this to you a long time ago, and you can't trust people to come into your life anymore. Or remember this, you bought this house and then you couldn't afford it, so you went into bankruptcy and you foreclosed on this house. See, that's when you're thinking of things mentally and it's blocking your manifestation. So you're not even able to really create a powerful feeling state with this analytical mind when you're evaluating it mentally. But as soon as you switch over from evaluating it mentally and knowing that you're living in a simulation, now you're like, okay, so I'm thinking about this spiritually. Everything is connected. I am all consciousness. Consciousness is one energy. I am everything, and all I have to do is know that I'm living in a simulation, and I can connect with that frequency of whatever I'm trying to attract or bring into my life just by simply assuming that I already have it as I'm going to sleep at night. And this eliminates the analytical mind from saying, hey, you can't have this. You want to know what? This happened to you, this happened, and you need to do this, this, and this, and comparing it with all these other things that have happened to you in the past and what you consent to believe as true of your world. That's what's blocking you from creating these powerful feeling states as you're going to sleep at night. And what I've found to be one of the most effective ways to start viewing things spiritually rather than mentally is getting yourself into this flow state where you go into this brief meditation. It doesn't take you long. And once you start developing this habit of thinking this way, of thinking spiritually through this method, you're going to start doing it automatically, where it's not going to take all of this effort to where you're always thinking of things mentally. You're switching over to start thinking of things spiritually and knowing that you're living in a simulation. But you go into this brief meditation just for about 20 or 30 seconds to where you feel yourself being brand new to the world. You take just some quick, deep breaths where you're getting completely relaxed from yourself. Close your eyes if you need to, but imagine and contemplate the idea and the fact that you're brand new to the world. You just literally landed on planet Earth with your spaceship, and you don't have a past at all. You literally just landed on planet Earth. You don't have a past. You're erasing all of that. You don't have a past. Your future is unknown, and you can create whatever you want. And the reason why this works so well when you get yourself into this feeling state is because you're now viewing everything spiritually and not mentally, because you don't have anything to compare it to. You're automatically going to think of everything spiritually. Know you're living in a simulation, because when you're thinking of things mentally, you're comparing them to everything that you consent to and believe of true of your world based on what's happened to you and the things that you've experienced in the past. But when you get into this feeling state, you just now wiped all of this away. You wiped all of your past away. You're brand new to the world. You were just born to the world, literally just landed here in a spaceship. You don't have a past at all. So you get into this feeling of a visual scene or a feeling state, doing affirmations, scripting, asking yourself questions to now get yourself into this very powerful feeling state and start acting as if you already have everything you want, and you're thinking of this spiritually. Because remember, going back to the beginning of this video, the success and failure is based on whether you're looking at things, what you're trying to manifest, either mentally or spiritually. And if you have a past with all these belief systems and everything you consent to believe of true of your world, then you're automatically going to think of things mentally, not spiritually. So when you think, I'm brand new to the world, you're in this meditation and you've just released yourself of all these belief systems where you think that this needs to happen, that needs to happen in order for you to get this, this, and this. You've just erased that mentally. Okay. You just landed here. You're brand new to the world, and you can feel this. You're taking deep breaths, and you're becoming very centered and controlled, and you're slowing your heart rate down. Everything's slowing down. The mind is slowing down. You're being very present. You're in this meditation where you're holding your attention in the present moment on this idea and contemplating this idea that you're brand new to the world. Right now, you're brand new. You just landed here, and now you're looking at things spiritually. Now you've just unlocked the storehouse of your future, whatever you're trying to create. And as you start feeling this, that's when you lock in on a new version of yourself, acting as if, okay? Now you contemplate the feeling of what it would feel like if you were now the person that already had the specific thing that you're trying to create in your world. So if that's where you're trying to make just $10,000 this month, who is this version of you right now that already possesses this? Who is this version, and what do they feel like? How do they walk? How do they talk? Are they smiling more? Are they reaching out more? Are they waking up early? What are they doing that's different than what are you doing right now? And then you just carry out through the day as if you are now this person. You know, and it's vital to do this also right before you go to sleep at night to create feeling states. You can do this throughout the day and act as if, but really you're just practicing for when you actually go into the subconscious mind, which is when you go to sleep, either in the morning, afternoon, or at night. Anytime you can impress the subconscious mind this way. But it's as you're going from being conscious to being unconscious, in between that is the point of inception, or that's the drift, the state akin to sleep. That's when you no longer have control of the direction of your attention, and it goes into the subconscious mind, whoever you identify as. So this is a very powerful tool to use if you're having any issues, like before you go to sleep at night, when you're thinking of things mentally, as you're going to sleep at night, you're just laying there and you're like, okay, I'm trying to create this visual scene and I just can't find this feeling and it's so difficult. I just can't focus on it. I got all these things going on in my mind about what happened today, what happened yesterday, the week before, what I got to do tomorrow. And you just can't get into this feeling state. Try this method of just getting into this feeling of being brand new to the world. You're brand new. You were just born to the world. You just landed here on your spaceship, and just like having this little imaginary scene where you just landed here on your spaceship and you don't have a past. You don't believe anything. Anything is possible to you in this state. You just have this overwhelming feeling that anything is possible. You don't have a past. You were just born. You just landed here, and you're free to imagine anything that you want. You're free to create whatever you want to create. And you're just getting into this feeling state, and then you act as if before you go to sleep. And then you won't have all of these blocks where you're not thinking of what happened to you earlier, because nothing happened to you earlier. You were just born. And you're not thinking about what you have to do tomorrow, because that's still something that needs to be decided from your visualization. You don't have anything set in stone that you have to do tomorrow. It's all about what you're feeling in the present moment right now, because you were just born. Anything's possible to happen to you tomorrow. You're not limited to anything. You can create whatever you want. And you get into this feeling right as you're going to sleep. Right as you're going to sleep. And then you say, okay, now I want to have, this mansion. I want to have this beautiful house or this beautiful car, this beautiful relationship, this wonderful physique. I want perfect health. Whatever it is that you want to create. And then you just assume in this moment that you're brand new, that you already have that. And you already are this person that has all these things. You want to put them all in there. Put them all in there. You are now this person that possesses all of these things. And you're happy doing it. You're living a fulfilled life. You're following your purpose. And you're providing value and service to so many people. And you're living the life of your dreams, traveling the world. How does that feel? And you're acting as if right now in this state, because you are an unlimited, limitless being, because you just locked into this feeling that you were just born. You don't have a past. The past is over. Forget it. Nothing has happened in your past. Anything is possible to you right now in this moment. And you just work up into this feeling state. And then, you do this with this state of naturalness, but you do it in this calm state. All right. Don't get overly excited in this state, because that's like when you start thinking of it. Okay. But that's the point of this flow state, is you're getting very centered, calm, You're slowing down your heart rate. Everything's getting calm. You're in the present moment and you're just feeling it, and you're not going anywhere to get it. You don't have to go anywhere. It's all within you right now. The feeling is there. The feeling is there. The frequency is already there, and you feel it, and you're natural in this state, and you're accepting this new version of yourself as already being complete, and you're relaxed, you're breathing, you're letting it go. You're not attached to anything because you already have everything. You're not attached. You're not going anywhere. You're not waiting for anything. It's already all within you right now. You already have it. And then you just very calmly and naturally drift to sleep in this feeling state. Everything's working out for you perfectly and beautifully. Nothing could be any better than it possibly is in this moment right now. You just feel this. You just feel it, and you're breathing deep, and you're just enjoying every second and moment of life, and you just drift off to sleep in this new feeling state. So just jump right in and start working on this. And the more that you do it, the better that you'll get at it, at creating these feeling states and just being brand new in the moment. You know, the more that you do this, the more that you're going to get better at it. And if you're looking for more training and you just can't seem to find these feeling states, join my private community. It's the first link, and I'll put a link on the screen for you where you can join my private community on School, where I'm doing live calls and training specifically with you, where you can ask me anything you want. We're doing questions and answers. We have guest speakers every single week on this community. If you wanted to join, it's the very first link in the description, also on the screen for you right now. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.